Hey IOE, I'm Michael Kuriasis. I'm here with Team ExoNoBel following the Design Expo. And this is our presentation video for our project for the semester. And we were doing a project with ExoNoBel Paints and Coatings. They're a worldwide leader in industrial company, and they have a significant presence in North America. We were working actually with the Pontiac plant here in Pontiac, Michigan. And basically, yeah, they make a lot of coatings and refinishes for the automotive industry. And Maria will tell you now about the problem statement and goals.
Okay, I'm Maria. ExoNoBel recently saw an increase in demand, and essentially they want to meet this new capacity. So they asked our team, me, Michael, Aya, and Joanna, to fully define the current state of the production process and identify any bottlenecks that are there. The main goals of this project are to define the current state of production, identify the quantitative bottlenecks, and recommend solutions. And we will do this with the objectives of determining individual batch cycle times, individual step cycle times, identify the rate limiting process steps, and compare the findings of different materials. Our methodology for this project were to do floor observations. This included employee surveys and employee interviews, and then just direct observations of what's going on the floor, and then also data collection, which was from their current records. We analyzed their SAP data, which included all batch ticket information, and we determined the cycle times from that.
Thanks, Maria. That was very well put. Here's our value stream map that we created for ExoNoBel. This is something and a tool that they can work with for years now, in and out. They can input their SAP data that is more current. Currently, we are using all the SAP data that we analyzed over the last approximately a month. As well, here is results from that data we analyzed, and we broke down each of the primers, reds, and yellows. These are our three different types of paints, all grouped into three categories that we analyzed for them and broke it down into each of their individual process step cycle times. And as you can see, for all three, both the primers, yellows, and reds, milling was the bottleneck, the rate limiting step for all of them, and that's where really we focused and identified their bottleneck. As well, other findings, we used a takt time, which is a number basically that represents how much they should be producing to meet the demand that they need to meet. And we found that the primers are short by 2.85 pounds per minute, the reds are short by 0.19 pounds per minute, and the yellows are short by 0.14 pounds per minute. So clearly here we can see that there's room for improvement and more demand that can be met, which clearly in any business that means more money. We also took into account downtimes and SAP data, and we found that on average 26.8% of the time primers are being produced was downtime, 31.8% for yellows, and 22% for reds. So again, that's another area that could very well be focused on in the future to hopefully eliminate downtimes, which is, again, I think our main conclusion and main recommendation is to focus on those downtimes and find a way to eliminate them. Some of our ideas were SAP is very new at ExoNoBel, so really it's a great system that if you can fully utilize and accurately utilize, you can very easily expose where downtimes exist. From there, it's not like a traditional manufacturing plant where everything is an assembly line and there's chronological order of tasks to be done. It's very much a priority based, what needs to be done at this time, try to get everything done, not really in a line. So I think if there was some sort of better communication system, maybe like an andon or a flag system where everyone could communicate better on what's prioritized and what should be done, that again would be another one of our main recommendations. And following around that, like in many manufacturing plants, we think that a great idea would be some sort of incentive system where meeting a certain schedule for the workers would give them maybe a benefit for that, so a reason to do it. Anything from having pizza parties to maybe being able to leave early on certain days. So along with that, we mainly recommend continuing to use SAP and really standardize a process of making these paints and using the SAP, so that way the data is more accurate and can yield more results in the future. And so that was our project, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know we did, and thank you.
Thanks.